What if I told you that the key to attracting your dream clients is not in your gear and it's not even in your skills, but in something that you already have, your unique identity? It sounds too good to be true, right? Well, buckle up because in this video, we're going to explore the goldmine that is your brand identity. I'm Carl Bahner, and welcome back to our series on irresistible branding for studio pros. I've spent 2 decades in this industry, not just mixing and producing, but really digging into what makes some producers and engineers stand out while others struggle to find clients. And you know what I've discovered? It comes down to understanding and leveraging your unique identity. It's not just about what you can do, but who you are and how your experiences shape the way that you do what you do. In this video, we're going to talk about exactly what a brand identity means for studio pros, and more importantly, how to use them to attract the clients you actually want to work with. Because realistically, we're in an industry where everybody has access to gear and tutorials, and your brand identity is the only thing that nobody else can copy. Before we dive in, let's recap what we talked about in the first episode. We talked about how in today's oversaturated market, your skills alone are not enough to stand out. We introduced the concept of branding as the gut feeling that clients get about you, and we touched on the 3 C's: curate, create, and communicate. So if you missed episode 1, you should go back and watch it. Now, here's where it gets exciting, because to curate effectively, to create content that resonates, and to communicate in a way that attracts your ideal clients, you need to know who you are as a brand, and that's what we're tackling today. So what exactly is brand identity? Well, if your brand is the customer's gut feeling about you, then your brand identity is the gut feeling that you want them to have. It's the foundation that all of your marketing should be based on. Your brand identity isn't just what you do, it's the emotional response that you want to evoke in your dream clients. It's about shaping their perception of you before they even meet you. And here's the thing, you already have a brand whether you realize it or not, and whether you've actively tried to create one or not. Because every interaction that you've had with clients, every track you've worked on, every post you've made on social media, they're all contributing to how people perceive you. And what we're doing today is bringing that into focus so you can start to intentionally shape that perception. Now, let's break this down into 3 key elements: personal fit, artistic fit, and professional fit. Personal fit is about who you are as a person and how you connect with clients on a personal level. Artistic fit is about your musical tastes and your creative approach. It demonstrates that you understand and can enhance the client's musical vision. And professional fit covers your skills, experiences, and work ethic. It reassures clients that you can meet and exceed their needs. These 3 elements combine to form your unique brand identity. They should be consistently reflected in everything from your portfolio to your social media presence to your client interactions. Because when they're aligned, they create a really strong, cohesive brand that attracts your ideal clients. Now, let's take some time and do a little self-reflection. Grab a pen and paper because we're going to do a quick exercise. I want you to write down 5 words that describe your personality, and then 3 strengths that you have as a music professional. And then I want you to ask yourself, what aspects of your work are you the most passionate about? And how would your best clients describe working with you? What unique experiences or perspectives do you bring to your work? Take a few minutes to think about this and write it down, and pause the video if you need more time. Okay, done? Good. Those answers are the building blocks of your brand identity. They're what make you uniquely qualified to serve your ideal clients. Now let's talk about some common pitfalls I see studio pros fall into when trying to define their brand identity. Number 1, trying to be all things to all people. Because a strong brand identity is specific and focused. I know I mentioned in the first video about how a lot of producers and engineers fall into the trap of claiming to specialize in everything when they really don't. And the point of a brand identity and the point of really focusing on this and answering these questions for yourself, it's not about finding what can I do. It's about what do I really love to do? What parts of the process? What styles of music? What kind of artists? Like who are and what are the things that bring me the most joy? Not just what are the things that I can do? Who are the people that I can mix for? Number 2, copying somebody else's identity. Yes, it's good to have influences, obviously, but your brand should be uniquely you. This is probably something that you've seen artists do where they reflect their influences a little too on the nose, but producers and engineers and session musicians, they can all fall into this trap too. Number 3, focusing only on your technical skills. Your gear and your abilities are important, obviously, but they are not your identity. Your identity is not the gear you own. The identity is not the EQ tricks that you've learned. Those are just tools that help you to express your identity. And number 4, being inconsistent. Your brand identity should shine through in everything that you do, from your mixing style to your Instagram posts. Once you've defined your brand identity, you can use it to attract your ideal clients. Think about it. If you're a high-energy, pop-punk loving producer who thrives on tight deadlines, you're going to attract very different clients than a laid-back, folk-inspired producer who prefers a lot of experimentation and a relaxed creative process. Neither is better or worse, right or wrong. They're just different and unique to you. The key is to be authentically you and let your ideal clients gravitate towards that. When your brand identity aligns with what your ideal clients are looking for, magic happens. You enjoy your work more, your clients are happier, and you can start generating more proactive word of mouth. And also, those clients that appreciate what you bring to the table are going to be happier to pay you more money than the people that don't. Okay, so let's recap what we've covered today. Number 1, your brand identity is the unique combination of your personal, artistic, and professional attributes. Number 2, you already have a brand, and our job is to bring it into focus. Number 3, avoid common mistakes like trying to be everything to everyone. Number 4, align your brand identity with your ideal clients for the best results, not just financially, but also creatively. So here's some homework for you. Take those answers from the self-assessment exercise and start looking for patterns. Are you noticing any themes? How do they reflect in your work? And most importantly, how can you start communicating these aspects of your brand identity more clearly? In the next video, we'll be diving into the 3 niche circles, a very powerful tool for finding your sweet spot in the music industry. And don't forget, I've put together a comprehensive guide that dives even deeper into all of these topics. The Studio Pro's Guide to Irresistible Branding is in the description below. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. I've got a ton more content coming on how to thrive in the modern music industry. Because your uniqueness is your superpower, and I don't want you to be afraid to let your quirks shine through. So until next time, keep creating, keep branding, and most importantly, keep being authentically you. Your ideal clients are out there, and now you're one step closer to attracting them. See me in the next video.